good morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this, or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2, episode 142. Now, I do apologise, I know I said there's going to be a Q&A session today, but I am not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I'll explain as we get rolling. I think of rolling. This is episode 4 of 5 of the no damage, no penalty, that challenge. That looks like a decent length job. That looks also like a decent length job and unlocks us a new city. Osaka. We want to go to Osaka? Not really. Medical supplies to Plymouth. That would take us 2 episodes, I think. Lots of money. There we go. This is going to be our final job for our particular challenge then. Oh, yeah, got to stick in this camera angle. Actually, how long do we have to accept the job? That's one thing I didn't check. How long do we have to accept the job? The job. 41 minutes. Oh, we better get a move on then. Can't see, so gingerly stepping out onto the road. I can't see anything. Don't give me a penalty. Let me get to the destination before the time runs out. Right, so far, according to the comments, only one person seems to think that my collision in the other episode counts. Just one person. Okay, everyone else is cool with it not counting this, so we'll just roll with that. Very happy with that not counting. Because I was distracted telling you guys the updated rules of the game. Oh god, how am I supposed to get through here though? Oh god, this is going to be a pain in the ass to pick up from. Job offer. Take job. We're going back to Plymouth. Rum, brum, brum, brum. Where's the actual job? I can't see. Let's turn to our right and give ourselves a bit of a view of the yard. Can't see, so... Oh god. Oh god, there's cars behind us. Watch the cars behind us. Turn right a bit more. There it is! That's a screenshot right there. Right, now to pick the thing up. How close are we? Can't actually... Ah, there we go. This is a fragile cargo, and it's an urgent delivery, so we're best to make sure to not smash it up too much. Boom! Now to get this out of this yard, 23 hours till we get there, 42 hours to actually do the job in, 909 miles. This will definitely be the last job of this particular challenge. Definitely, definitely. So, I may have mentioned earlier that I'm not in the best of moods at the moment. It started off with... We've got the job off, what are you on about? Stupid game. It may have started off with the Minecraft server corrupting. The save is dead. And we're thinking, okay, why is this? It's causing endless amounts of lag. Has someone made a redstone machine that we don't know of? Investigations show... Nope, nothing, no such thing. Anything in the other lane? Coming? Doesn't look to be. Foot down, go, 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 before the lights change into red. Slam on the brakes, but it's okay, guys, it's okay. Let's just cruise at 26. Can't see any traffic. So we had to reset Arcadia because there was some unstoppable glitch that we couldn't find, and there was no way of fixing it. People upset, not happy, 2 weeks worth of work gone completely down shitter, nothing could be done about it. So last night, I'm recording this on a Wednesday night, so for Tuesday night we reset the server and we have a new save on the go. Everyone seems to be reasonably happy. I'm watching the console like a hawk. The admin control panel has a console in it where you can watch individual commands, processes, etc. And in the command panel, after about 20 minutes, I noticed we're having issues again of the lag variety. As you can imagine, this didn't make me a very happy bunny. So after about an hour of playing, I logged out, I watched everybody else and watched the lag get progressively worse and worse, and I'm listening in on the Skype conversation to everybody saying, right, this lag's getting quite bad now. So I'm thinking this is happening again with a new map so soon. It's not to the point where people are going to crash and get kicked from the server, but it is to the point where I need to do something about it now before we lose another map. So we get in touch with our server hosts, minecraftserver.net, great guys. Follow them on Twitter, they're always got good deals up. And one of the suggestions they put to me is, long story short, if somebody has a really weak connection with 1.8, then the server overcompensates, steals connections from other people, gives it to the weak person, but doesn't recognise that their connection's been boosted, because you can't actually do that. If the person has a weak signal, a weak connection to the server, they're still going to have a weak connection no matter what. So the server keeps on compensating and compensating and compensating until eventually the lag spikes kill it because it's running out of lag, like running out of RAM and internet, and it's basically fucked up. And it's a bug with 1.8. This is why we lost Arcadia, and this is why we've also lost the new map. Its name shall be kept quiet from this video because I would like to actually use this name for the new map. So, well, when we start again, it'll be season 4.1. Why not? 4.1. Sounds good. So we're going to take the opportunity to roll back the server to 1.7.4 so that everybody can join in. Come on, get around the corner, get around the corner. Yeah, we're rolling it back to 1.7.4 so everyone can join in without issues. Well, hopefully without issues. It's the last properly stable build. I think that means we lose our name changes, I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to look into that one. I'd hope it works still with 1.7.4. Because that's a Mojang side thing rather than a jar file thing. Which my name is now capital M-O capital D 1982 as opposed to just mod 1982. I'm happy, I've got a name change. That's the only name change I wanted. Thank you very much, have a nice day. But we're rolling back to 1.7.4 because we know that had no issues when we were running with it before. And also it gives us the opportunity to introduce the mods that we wanted to introduce to Arcadia in the first place. Arcadia, we wanted airships, we want steampunk related items. And the idea for our Minecraft survival series on the Tuxedo server is we want survival plus. We want to be in survival, but we want interesting things to make our life more interesting, I suppose. A bit more variety. As opposed to doing what Attack of the B Team has done, which is essentially creative light. I don't want creative light. I don't want it to be easy to gain resources. I want it to be a challenge. I want it to be hard. I want me and my players to have to work for their creation, so when you do look at something you can go, wow, that person has put a lot of time and effort into that. Which is slightly contradictory given that I increased the rates of spawning for the ores. As in there's more diamond, more gold, more lapis, more iron, more everything apart from redstone, because you always get plenty of redstone, more redstone than you could ever possibly need. Hello, fellow lock buddy. Yeah, sorry, just concentrating on overtaking this guy properly. Am I clear? Can I overtake? Yeah, I think we're clear. Fuel is looking good. Sleep is looking okay-ish. We'll keep going, we'll keep going. But the idea of increasing the ores and giving everybody more tools is to make it easier to do the resource gathering, which makes Minecraft so hard in the first place. Without having to introduce all sorts of silly things like micro blocks and all the other jazz. That it's just too much effort, I think. I want people to be able to focus on the builds, but also have a bit of effort with surviving, as it were. Maybe increased ores is the wrong way to go about it, but I think it would make for an interesting server. And also, I don't want too many mods installed because I don't want anything to take away from the survival experience. Although that said, when we go Archimedes, oh, that's going to be fun. That will be fun. So, yeah, that's why mod's not in the best of moods, because we're essentially going to be resetting the map 3 times in the last 2 or 3 weeks. This does not make mod a happy bunny. Mod does not enjoy resetting maps for such reasons as map errors and corruptions. It's entirely possible that someday in the future, when a future patch comes out, that servers won't be suffering from as much lag as they currently do. Which is why we're rolling back to 1.7.4, because it's stable-ish. Just concentrating on getting through here without hitting anything. I'll tell you what, I'll be very happy to go back to the normal view once this is all done and dusted. Very happy. This is all very well and a nice novelty, but I am slowly running out of patience. I do it, not so much the viewpoint, it's more of frustration with not knowing if someone's going to come from our blind spot over there. I can't move the camera around to look around anywhere. It's frustrating. It's a challenge, and that's honestly, I think, oh no, I'm not going to go to the inside lane because someone is undertaking us like a retard. But the point I'm trying to make is I haven't been in the best of frame of minds at the moment because I feel like I owe it to my friends to put on a decent server for them all. I owe it to them to have a good time. I've invited them to my server. They can't enjoy the server in the way that it is intended. So I feel quite bad and I feel quite put upon and pressured upon to put a show on for them. And somewhere for them to put on their own shows for their YouTube channels. If this was just a normal map, as it were, I don't think people would have been interested for half as long as it was, as they have been. But because as YouTube evolved and people feel the need to show off long-term projects, there's a degree of motivation to stick around, I feel. Oh, turning off soon? Okay, inside, middle lane. Oh, get out the outside lane. We don't want to be in the outside lane. So yeah, changing the subject then, because I've had enough of the negative subject, which is yet another server reset. Negativity breeds negativity, and I dislike negativity quite strongly. So, comments. I did actually try to read the comments, and it looks like it seems like a 50-50 split between people watching this in its entirety, like we're doing now, and it's split between that and people using it as a podcast in the background. So I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing with the occasional reading out. commentating, I should say, on what I'm actually doing. For example, we're coming up another junction now. If I stay in the middle lane, then it becomes the outside lane, because the way the lane split on this is peculiar, rather than the lane actually forming a new junction and turning off that way. The lane seems to become a new road entirely, which isn't really what happens in a motorway in England. What you have is 3 lanes, say 3 lanes, constantly, instead of 3 lane, 2 lane, 3 lane. A very itchy nose today, very itchy. And we might as well stay in the middle lane because we're coming up to another junction with people turning off. Pink trailer can only be Watson's. Chugga. Let's talk about the car. Haven't talked about the car for a while. The mighty Fiesta. The Fiesta's starting to develop age-related issues of the rust kind. I'm hunting around at the moment for a body shop because I do need this rust taken care of before its next MOT in April, because I'm fairly sure rust on a exterior body panel forming a sharp edge is an MOT failure. And I need to cut it out and get rid of it sooner rather than later. I'll have to get a few quotes to that actually, figure out what I can figure out. Maybe if I take it down to a body shop tomorrow and get a quote off them, then I'll know how much I'll need to save up. If it's just a couple of £100, I'll say, alright, okay, be back in a couple of weeks. Here you go, have some money. But I don't believe in going to a car garage and getting them to do some work and then going, right, I shall have the build later. So the poor Fiesta is starting to rust on the bodywork. At least the chassis is fine. Chassis is fantastic. I mean, the car's only 13, 14 year old, and it was built in such a modern time that modern rust proofing techniques were actually introduced. I mean, like I say, 13 years old, it's only just starting to rust. I've asked for some advice across the internet, but all I got from people is, how dare you buy a proper car, don't buy a Ford. What if all you can afford is a Ford? What if you're actually quite happy with your car, your bag of shit Ford, as they put it? How are we looking for rest? 3 hours, and fuel is looking okay-ish, I imagine. Let's keep going. We'll keep going. But I'm very happy with the Fiesta. It doesn't seem to want to go very easily in a straight line anymore, so I think something in the suspension has gone again. It seems to get through bits quite a bit, no matter how gentle I try to be with it. But the biggest problem I've got with the car at the moment is the exhaust is blowing quite badly. The back box has been done. The midsection has been done, so I step out of the car, I hear the noises coming from the front end of the car, I'm thinking, okay, so the front end's gone now, the manifold end of the car, that's quite expensive to do, because that means getting into the engine bay, blah blah blah. Nope, turns out, when I had the clutch done a month or 2 ago, the wonderful I want to say cowboy, but it's more like a trained monkey. The trained monkey who decided to do the work on the car, he forgot to put it together properly. As in, to get to the clutch on the Fiesta, you need to remove the exhaust. He damaged the heat shielding, so that's been removed. And now the seal connecting the downpipe to the rest of the exhaust, that's rusted. Not rusted. The seal, he reused the seal rather than reusing a new seal, and the seal has blown out, which is why my car now sounds like a Morris Minor. If you like Morris Minors, good, excellent. But I don't, so no, bad. Although the amount of times my exhaust has gone, I might as well just put a really new a performance back box on the thing and just live with the noise that way. I'd like it. I might get a little bit of power as well. Unlikely, but we'll see. I do want to put some alloy wheels on at some point. I want it to look more like a nice car. And it's got steel wheels with plastic rims, and I don't like plastic rims. I like alloy wheels, they look nicer, they're easy to clean. So on and so forth. And what I would have to go for is something that looks like Z-Tech items. Because I know there's a Ford Focus... No. I know there's the Fiesta Z-Tech. And I would very much like the Z-Tech wheels. So long as they're the ones that look like Turismos, you know, the long, thin, spindly ones you usually see on touring cars. Those ones I'd quite like. But the rest... Oh, someone on the outside lane. Oh, he's turning off, that's okay. I might as well just stick in the middle lane for the duration, mightn't I? Yeah, hopefully the bodywork doesn't cost too much to repair. The exhaust is free. The exhaust isn't going to cost me much because a gentleman at work, he works in the workshops and he's offered to do it for me for free, just reseal it, which I imagine won't be too much work, because all the exhaust seal is basically a cardboard gasket with some silicone sealant to make sure the joint is airtight. That's it. That's all he needs. So I imagine we'll take the old gasket off, use it as a template to make a new one, and then put some silicone sealant around it, and then boom, done. Job should be a good one from that point. Which means I'll have my nice quiet car back again, and I'll have my fuel efficiency back. Now anybody that's just heard that is wondering, how does having a noisy exhaust affect your fuel efficiency? Well, my car is actually modern and sophisticated enough. I know, try not to have a heart attack. My Fiesta is actually sophisticated enough to have what's called a lambda sensor on it. And a lambda sensor monitors fuel airflow. And if it thinks that there's too much air in the system, or it thinks that the engine is running too lean, it's trying to burn too much air with the fuel air mix, then it'll try and put more fuel in. Which is why my idle speed is going anywhere from 500 to 2000 RPM at the moment. It's all over the place. But, excuse me. But I'm very much looking forward to having my fuel efficiency back. Even if I thrash the crap out of the car, I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon. That's quite good in a little car. 1.125? Yes, it's it's a 1.25, isn't it? Not a 1.3. I'm fairly sure it's a 1.25. Or is it 1.125? I don't actually remember. I think it's 1.25, my car. It's got a Z-Tech engine in it, but it's not a proper tuned Z-Tech as such. It's just a Z-Tech that's old and tuned to be reliable. And by usually when people say tuning, they refer to performance, like the current Z-Tech range of cars, which is a step below the RS range, and we need to be in the inside lane now. Oh, I can actually see the indicators in the mirrors because it's that dark. I don't need to do the blip in the other on the other side. Yay! So what I do need to do is I need to get in touch with the garage that did the clutch for me in the first place, and I need to give them some feedback. I'm not going to go seeking recompense or anything like that. I do need to, however, to make them aware that whoever's fitting clutches to people's cars is an idiot. Damaging heat shielding for the exhaust, and not fitting the exhaust properly to the point where items blow out. It's not good. Not good at all. 700 metres till parking, and we had a yawn, so I'm contemplating pulling over. In fact, fuck it, let's pull over at the next convenient point. Foot is down because I want to get to the rest stop. This is a just-in-time order, so this is going to be cutting it fine, I feel. Oh god, it's a Watson. $16 miles per hour on a dual carriageway. Come on! Let's turn off here. Horrible pink trailer. Horrible. Please don't let there be anybody here. Nobody here. Excellent. Talk to Tuxedo. Hello, talk Tuxedo. Stop. Fuel. Why not fuel it while we're here? I do apologise for... I know if you actually watched the webcam, but my nose feels funky at the moment. It's like it's hard to describe, other than to say that it feels like my nose is going to explode at any moment. It feels horrible and stuffy and everything. And over the years, I've discovered that this usually means there's a thunderstorm on the way. Usually because these nose twinges I get are followed with my nosebleeds. Come on, give me the rest. Give me the rest. Oh. It's air pressure related, and I should go to your doctor about it apparently. Stop. Rest. Loan installments paid. Don't overly care. Let's start up the engine and go. Turn off the lights. 16 hours, 27 hours. We can have one more rest stop, I think. let's just get back out there. But yeah, I need to get in touch with this garage to let them know they employ monkeys. Because I'm sure they would appreciate it if they actually got some feedback with regards to their work that had been carried out. I like this garage. I'd like to go back to them in the future, but I can't go back to them if I know that they're employing dickheads to do the work for them. Sad thing. Sad thing. Just a reminder, everybody, get yourselves over to justgiving.com/mod1982. Please, please, please go make yourselves a nice little donation on my page. If we get to £1,000 before the challenge is over, or at the end of Sunday's episode, then we will be wearing a pink skin in Minecraft for 2 months, 2 whole months. I just realised the speed we're doing then. Shoot. If I fail this challenge, I'm only going to do it for 1 month. If you guys get it to 1,000, then I'll be wearing it for 2 months anyway. And if I pass, you will get a Grand Theft Auto 5 series when that comes out. Mods like Grand Theft Auto 5, yes they do. He hasn't played it yet, but you've seen enough videos on Vintage Beef's channel. God, I can't wait to go back into normal view and not worry about penalties. I want to put my foot down and go flat out everywhere and complete these jobs quicker. And I know it's going to piss off at least one Mr. Carlson, who does enjoy me taking my time doing these videos. At the moment, anyway. I do understand it can be quite frustrating. You know, you can play the game properly, mod, so why don't you play it properly? Patience. I'd like to go fast. On that note, on Friday, Mike's bringing over his G27, so I actually get to play with that for a bit. I might do an episode of Euro Truck with it. I might do some F1 with it. I'm certainly going to do some Project Cars with it. In fact, whatever racing game I can imagine, I'm going to do whatever I can with it. And Mr. Mike will be along for the ride, enjoying himself, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh god, that'll be interesting if the last oh shit, episode of this challenge is done with the steering wheel. Ooh. Ooh. How about that? How about that for a season finale? Well, chapter finale, as it were. Challenge finale. Challenge finale, yes. We shall, if we get the chance, we'll borrow Mike's steering wheel, his G27, and we shall attempt to play Euro Truck with that. In this view, though, will be interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wrong lane. Wrong lane. Just realised we're turning off here. Turning off. Why did the bus slow down so much then? Come on, get faster, get faster. Go, go, go. I'll have to stay on the inside lane here, just because... Just because I don't trust the traffic. Come on, bus, hold a steady speed, come on. Overtaking, fuck it. Mod's starting to get impatient. Not good for the challenge. Not good for the goods. Why are you guys waiting there? You have right of way. Why are you waiting? Another case of stupid AI, I suspect. Let's change the lane and hope to God there's nothing in the right. We did good, we did good. Oh, we're coming up to the 30-minute mark, which means I suppose it's nearly time for me to end the episode. Where shall I pull over? I'll wait till I get through the squiggly section and then we'll pull over on the next straight. So Sunday, hopefully G27. If I'm doing it with a steering wheel, there will definitely not be a Q&A. If there is no steering wheel, then I will do the Q&A. Please keep your questions coming in, because at some point we're going to have such a mega Q&A session. And I'm going to be like, okay, this question is, oh my god, I just crashed. Let's pull over here. Shit! That counts. That counts. I wear a pink skin for a month. Shit. Well, it's up to you guys now. If you want to see the pinkish mod skin, that's on Twitter now. I posted the link in the description of the last episode. I'll post it in the description for this episode. Let's kill the engine. Let's put the hazards on. Challenge over. Challenge over. We'll attempt to finish off the challenge and just try and get the 1 point of damage on the Tilda. That was the trailer. Trailer's okay. So anyway, if you want to get the challenge, if you want to get the penalty extended to 2 months, £1,000 before the end of Sunday's episode. Dream big, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.